Welcome back to another episode of Fantastic Pains and How We Hide Them. I'm not Chris,
I'm not Karina,
but we're here together.
as usual.
Unfortunately for you.
Why are you here? We often wonder ourselves.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry,
You're
not sorry.
addicted. It's not good. You need to get some help.
She's not wrong.
Get some help.
Stop. Get some help.
Today we're going to be a little close to the mic.
Yeah, we're trying something out. Technology.
Hopefully you can't hear our don't melt machine in the back.
Yeah, we need it. It's a good machine.
Yeah. Because if you've been watching the other ones, I almost made myself sick because it got too hot.
She did make herself sick. You just didn't
Shut
throw
up.
up.
I just didn't throw up or pass out. That was my other concern.
Yeah.
I did give myself a really nasty headache though.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
That's rough.
It's fine. It's all fine.
It's just
Everything's
pain.
fine. It's like the dog, the meme.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I have that emote in Destiny 2.
Nice.
The just sitting there around fire. This is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
My body is on fire. This is fine.
This is okay.
Everything's fine.
So
Nothing to worry about.
today we're tackling building a support system, building a ladder.
Yep.
And then maybe we'll get into the fun of explaining yourself to other doctors / ER and urgent care.
Yep.
Adventures.
And
There are
knowing
many.
when to go.
Is a big one.
Yeah.
I don't even know when to go.
I don't either. Every time.
Maybe we'll have an
I'm like,
epiphany
I'm
halfway
going to
through.
get there and then there's not going to be anything wrong with me.
It's every time.
Every single time. So I'm like, it's never an emergency.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
whatever.
You know what else we should talk about? I watched a Dr. Phil on a woman who was a hypochondriac
Yeah.
and was learning a lot about how we are definitely not hypochondriacs.
Oh, that'd be good. That's really if I could get that knowledge into my brain to
Right?
stay, I would be all about it.
I was like, this is super reaffirming. Unfortunate for her, but reaffirming.
That could go in here with this stuff.
Yeah. That's my thought.
It's a thought. It's a good thought.
Good.
I'm glad I had it. Glad I watched that episode.
He just keeps taking credit for my stuff, guys.
This is my podcast.
Tell him to knock
I
it
do
off.
it all by myself. I'm both Karina and not Karina.
By the way,
By the way,
not Karina's name is spelled Corina.
just
There you go.
just for those who need to know. They know.
Indeed. you know.
Corina.
Yeah. Like NA as in like not applicable.
That's how you spell it. You're like, it's C-O?
It's Corey
R-I.
not applicable.
Yeah. He's not in this situation.
Corey not applicable.
Stupid. Maybe applicable?
Never
Don't know.
applicable.
Maybe. Have you tried?
Where are we starting?
Support system, really.
Okay.
Because part of the support system can be the ladder.
Yes. And so this is support system broadly. So
Yeah.
not quite where we've talked about before, building your team,
Mm-hmm.
like your specialists and your regular doctors. But building a support system is a little bit different.
It's more broad.
Yep.
It includes friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
and then therapists if you need them, which you do.
You do. If you are alive on planet Earth right now, you need a therapist.
It's a thing.
It's not optional at this point.
It's mandatory.
You need a therapist.
Don't take us for our medical advice again. We're not doctors. But, it couldn't hurt.
This is true. Like, no one, yeah.
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 Let's see. Where's a good starting point?
So,
Like the immediate,
yeah.
so like friends, family kind of a thing?
Mm-hmm. And knowing, like, when to utilize your support system.
Yeah, I'm not very
'Cause
good at that.
I'm not good at that either.
We know the
'cause
skills. We just don't apply the skills.
If you've been here before, you know I'm cagey.
Very cagey.
Yeah. I don't like to. I got yelled at about coffee this morning.
Did you?
By you.
I didn't yell at you about coffee.
Okay, well, I got chewed out about coffee this morning.
What the? When did this happen? When did this coffee incident occur?
My not asking for help in this.
Well, you also dished it right back out when
I
Kaylee
did.
opened the door for me, so
Yeah.
it wasn't a one-sided battle.
Yeah. Well.
I just wanted to help. That's what I get.
So part of that discussion was like not knowing when you need help.
Yeah.
But in a like, I'm probably capable of doing this on my own, so why bother anyone else kind of way.
Right, even though it's not good for you and you know better.
Right.
You have to get used to actually reaching out to people.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's the hardest, when you're like really having bad times.
Yeah.
And you don't want to bother people or
be that
be
vulnerable.
around. Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, it can be really vulnerable and intimate to share your very soul.
I mean,
like
yeah.
you find out who you are in moments of pain.
Oh God.
Sorry, that got really deep, but it's really true.
No, it is. The way you react says a lot.
Yeah. And like breaks you down of all of those layers.
So like, what do you have in your immediate?
In my immediate support system, definitely you.
Yeah.
You are generally the first person I reach out to. Because again, like we don't have to explicitly say what we need from one another.
Right.
We can just do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been really helpful. And then from there, it could be my husband, depending on my needs too.
Yeah.
I think it really depends. So I have friends who I can reach out to for haha. So I'll be like, send me something stupid. I need a distraction.
Those are good.
Yeah. And then I have people where I'm like, I just really need to talk about where I'm at and how frustrated I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be my bestie, Lanny. I love her. She's darling. And
She hasn't been on the podcast, though.
No, she has not. I'll have to get her.
It's like I had my bestie. Just saying.
She's just one of the best humans I know.
High praise.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. One of the very best humans I know. So she's always really sweet when I need to just say, here's where I'm at. And she is the queen of empathy. And she knows exactly what I need, which has been
That's good.
Wonderful. But yeah, I think it really depends on what I'm looking for in that moment too.
Yeah.
How about you?
Mine's more limited. I reach out to you.
Yeah.
And Jen. And Kaylee. That's about it.
Yep.
And I don't reach out to Kaylee very often. But I don't really need it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Things are more stable. I do less dumb shit. That's true.
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not being bipolar all the time and doing really dumb things.
Yeah.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
in
for
how much
sure.
I hurt myself. Unless I'm sitting on the floor, just sitting, and then I throw my back out for no reason.
Existing.
From sitting. Or dislocating my hips from sitting.
That one makes sense though. They just kind of slide out.
I was sorting Magic the Gathering cards for Jen in bed, and both my hips slid out just enough to where they were on nerves.
Ew.
And then I was feeling it in my knees too. Like, because I was sitting with one leg on top of the other, not crisscross.
Yeah.
Because that's more comfortable. And they started to slide, and I was like,
no.
I'm going to keep doing this. I'm just going to keep going until I'm done. And by the end of it, I'm sitting here and I'm like, ow, 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 ow. And Jen's like, what's wrong? Like, it really hurts to sit like this. Then why don't you stop? Because I'm so close to being done.
I'm just going to keep doing it. Because I deserve a hurt body and a clean house.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
It was pretty dumb. I mean, that's part of it too. You got to know, you have to train yourself first.
Yeah.
And knowing when to reach out, when
right.
not to do the dumb.
Well, and it's, yeah. I think the when to reach out is huge. Because you can definitely find yourself in a spiral.
Yeah.
And then not have any idea how to get out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Or you find yourself in a spiral and you're like, fuck it, this is fine.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're so far in
I'll just
already.
go down. I don't care.
I've hit that point many times.
Yeah.
You hit the fuck it point, and that's it.
Yep.
Like, this is life now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I love that we use that as, like, a label for that point. And, like, rock bottom is one place, and then you hit fuck it.
Yeah.
And once you've hit fuck it, it's all over.
Yeah, that's a danger zone territory.
Yeah. That's clean the house with broken legs territory.
It's dig glass out of the disposal by hand territory.
Hey now.
What? I need to provide an example of me?
Yes.
Oh, God. It's rearrange the house by yourself in a day territory.
Yes. That
But
wasn't even I
did it.
cleaned the house last
Yeah.
weekend. And my husband came home and he's like, why did you do this? And I was like, you said you wanted me to tidy up. And he was
I
like,
did the thing.
I said tidy up. I didn't say do it all by yourself. And I was like, you didn't specify, so I did it.
You should have had people over to help. Bad.
Who?
Me, obviously.
Yes.
We could be broken together.
Fair.
I can sit. I can manage.
I just need my furniture to come.
Yeah,
And then
really.
I'll feel better about having people over.
It looks good, though. After you
It
cleaned it, it
does.
looked really nice.
Yes.
The pictures, at least, did.
And then I
on
hit
Photoshop.
like a super low afterwards because I had just like exhausted myself.
Yeah,
And I knew I had overdone it. And
Oh.
it was over.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Many times.
And then all your energy drains away. And then,
Well, and you made the dumb decision of doing that before having to socialize.
yes.
I don't know if I could have made it.
No.
I would have
Well,
been like, I'm going to bed, guys.
I
Sorry.
think I left my body partway through.
You were just in a whole other place.
Yeah. I was so exhausted. And then everyone left and I was like, and now I'm sad.
Yeah. That follows.
I'm just sad now. No reasoning, just sadness.
Truth.
Yeah.
So, with getting your support system set up,
Mhm.
it's like educating your family and friends. Like, I've trained my friends to at least know that everything is weather permitting.
Yeah.
That's how we word it. Everything is, let's hang out next week, weather permitting.
Hmm.
Usually it's a no. At least in the past it has been. I feel like that might change. So
Right. On the concerta, it makes a big difference.
it really does.
Well, and that was so fun having Kaylee here.
Yeah.
That was a blast. I was a little bit nervous because she and I haven't like hung out a whole lot.
Right.
So I'm always like, is she? Because I'm a mad woman. Let's be clear. I'm a crazy person.
She's my best friend. We're very
Yes.
much the same person. So
Yes.
I figured it'd be fine.
I was like, as long as you find me funny, we're in good shape.
Oh, yeah. No, she gets it.
Yes. So that was great fun.
But yeah, I mean, that's... I don't have the family trained on that yet, though. The kids and Jen, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the kids know, like, there are days when we can have bro day, which is
Right.
hanging out with them all day
Yeah.
on, like, a weekend. But there are days that I can't bro day.
Uh-huh.
They're like, oh, you're not feeling good?
I have to
Okay.
like reschedule bro day.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're usually really cool about it, especially for little kids. They're just like, I understand. All right.
And they're such good helpers.
They really are.
And they'll just walk into your room and be like, hey, I love you.
Yeah.
And then walk away.
Just wanted you to know.
They're just lovely humans.
It used to be just for the love. Now it's, I was looking for something and I needed to see in your room. So I'm going to tell you I love you. Look around the room for stuff and then leave. It's very obvious.
I like that. That's,
You like Royal Command, be like,
they've
I love
set this up from day one.
yeah.
It's a free pass.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
They've trained me. Well,
Yeah.
it sucks because we just got a new door handle because the other ones didn't lock.
Uh-huh.
So now they can't just walk in when they want. And I've had to train them on the door being locked and not just walking in.
That must be
So
a
there's
little
a lot
confusing.
of like, sorry guys, you gotta learn.
And knock.
It's not hard.
They're just little Kender.
Have you had to do that though?
Like
with your friends and stuff?
Yeah. I've had to, I don't know.
You get
With
to socialize
friends,
more though.
Yeah. Well, in some cases.
Yeah.
Like usually it's like once a year. With
So about
good
the same.
friends. Yeah. With good friends, like once a year. I don't know, because I maintain some things, but not usually. Like, I'm not a good friend long term.
That's I relate to that.
Yeah. Because it's that, like, we could pick it up after a huge long time and have it be like nothing.
Exactly.
Like, Tim and I, we just get each other. And so he's the one I contact if I'm like, hey, I need you to distract me.
Yeah.
Can you send me funny stuff, stupid stuff, make me laugh? And so for him, it was really interesting because he and I were writing letters to one another when I was getting diagnosed.
Oh, nice.
And so he got to kind of hear about the whole process. And so he's up to speed and he watches these.
Poor guy.
Or has watched.
I apologize for
I
this
don't
half
know.
of the couch.
Shut up.
My half.
Shut up. I know it was your half. That's why I said
My
shut up.
half. I could apologize for it.
Had it been my half,
You would be
it would
okay.
have been fine. Yeah, it would have been fine.
My bad. I should know better.
Yeah, no self-depreciating.
That's all I do.
Only me.
There is no
I'm the only one
self-deprecation.
allowed.
Only Zool.
Only one. Yes. But yeah, with like other friends, I've had to catch people up.
Yeah.
And that part is always super daunting and really exhausting. And like, you sound like you're telling this whole long tale of woe to try to get them to understand that things are different than they were once upon a time. And that I don't go out. I love you. And you can come over and hang out with me. But I really don't go out unless you're going, let's go for coffee. I'm going to go, cool, let's go for coffee.
Yeah.
And then we'll have coffee and then I will go home and crash.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think the hardest part was training family. And like building an understanding and a base of like knowledge. Because no matter how much they love you, they are very rarely going to look things up for themselves.
That's true.
That's just it. Like, and it's not about you. It's fine. Like, that's okay. But they're not gonna, so it's your job to educate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really had to do that much. Just really my mom to keep her up to date.
Right. Because you had to play some catch up there.
Yeah.
Because she didn't realize how bad it was.
I don't think so, no. I mean, when I was there last, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, I was in bed most of the time I was down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I dislocated my knees a couple times trying to help.
Oh, I
fix
remember
things.
working on the door.
Yeah.
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 Because you kneeled.
I was kneeling.
Dumb.
How dare I?
How dare.
I did it, and then I did it again right afterwards. I knew it was going to dislocate. I was like, I can get out of it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's get this door fixed.
Yeah. I've gotten more efficient at like catching people up on what's going on.
Yeah.
Like people at work. Generally, they know.
Generally, I like
Generally, like this, and it's really weird how it is. I'm cagey about my experience, but I am totally free with information.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I will tell you anything you want to know. That doesn't bother me at all. I could give you all the information, all the facts, but ask me to tell you how I'm feeling, and I'm dodge that question.
I'm kind of the same.
Yeah.
It's really easy to just state the facts.
Right.
And then trying to say how you're doing. It's
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and I think it comes down to that like separation of body versus self that we're good at. That's that one thing we're really good at. Where I'm like, yeah, my body is a disaster. Here's all the facts about my body. But ask about me. And I'm a walk away.
Just turn around.
I'm
and
gonna go
walk
that way.
What about with like doctors, like new doctors, or in the case of like going to urgent care and stuff?
I have learned that not everybody knows what EDS is, for starters. So that can be really interesting to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really you're starting from square one and you're hoping to God that they know how to treat you.
Yeah.
So,
and even if they do know, it's usually just the generic, you're stretchy.
Right.
There's so much more
Or
to
like,
it.
oh, did you dislocate something? I'm like, actually, I'm here for fluids because I have dysautonomia. You have dysauto what? My autonomic nervous system doesn't work. Oh, okay. Do fluids help? Yes. Yes, they do.
Very much.
Fluids help. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they always want to check my heart because it's always a concern. Everyone's always like, oh, heart checks and EKG. I'm like, you're not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Your Q wave? I know.
And we know all about
the
it.
Q wave it's a mess. I don't know why. That's just how it is.
Fact.
It's not a problem. Did you know you have a heart murmur? No, I did not know that.
That's a new one. You got me.
And then they hydrated me and couldn't find it again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, there you go.
Oh man.
How about you? Because you have a deeper
plethora.
well when it comes to like ERs.
Yeah.
And like talking to new caregivers or new providers.
Yeah. It depends on the person. Like, I've had really bad experiences with trying to find like a primary care that would listen and understand what it is. So I had to go do a lot of doctor shopping for a while when our primary quit way back
Oh,
when.
yeah.
It took forever to find somebody who would listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
And then she took the time to educate herself on it. And now she's got
huge.
tons of EDS patients. And she blames me. But I didn't tell anybody.
You just know about it. I don't know. Because that's the thing is, like, so many of your providers are going to go, you have what?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Well, not having it all in-house like you, I have to do it for each person that I see, for every specialist and every RN for a specialist.
Right.
All the nurses that want to write down on my chart what I have.
Right, because I have my chart that they can just look at.
Exactly.
Before they see me.
And I usually am carrying that with me.
Yeah.
And then they ask you anyways.
Right.
So I finally got it kind of tuned in. Like, family is in balance, friends are in balance. Most of the doctors are good. There's still some like specialists that I need to get changed out, but
yeah,
all in time.
Yeah.
Like, we prioritized surgery before the next step.
Right.
Which will probably be spinal, so
that'll be exciting.
It will be. I'm a little dubious.
Just getting there.
Yeah.
Do you have to do more ablations? Or are you done with that?
No, I'm done because I've tried many and they never work.
Yeah. Well, and getting them done has just left you wrecked.
Yes.
Each time.
Except for the last time. Remember, I had the nice.
Oh, that's right.
The nice lady who actually did it without hurting me.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
You didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't. I thought they were meant to hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm ready to burn my nerves off again. And she did it, and I was like, oh, you're done? I need to go talk to some doctors real quick. Somebody's not doing their job right. Because I had 3 before that, and each one
they were just awful.
was
I remember
horrible. And then it would swell up afterwards, and it was a total mess. Just
bad news.
Yeah, but I mean,
well, now you have swelling right now, anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Yay for inflammation!
And I can't take prednisone.
Ugh.
I don't want to take prednisone. Let's be clear. It sucks. But yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, that's pretty much the whole system.
Right, of support, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then I have like support system, and then I have like people I have to keep informed.
Yeah.
Which is different.
Right. No, I get that.
So I'm like, what are the important parts? Here you go. Also, don't worry.
Here are the cliff notes.
Yeah, cliff notes and don't worry. Because I always have to throw that in there.
It's like the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Because otherwise,
don't panic.
Yeah, my mommy worries. And I'm like, it's fine. I'm always fine. Everything's fine.
I'm always fine.
Everything's
Liar.
fine. But it's true, right? Like,
that was more than 10 lies.
I counted that one. I just choked on my own spit.
Sorry.
Yes, because it's your fault.
I can commiserate. Oof, that's rough when you swallow your own spit.
No, I failed to swallow it. I just breathed it. Just.
Have you been meaning to get to build a ladder?
Yes.
And the way to connect it.
So that's kind of like your internal support system.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have your like intrapersonal support system and then your interpersonal support system.
For days when you're having the worst of days, when you spent all night dying.
Yep.
And you need to get going because moving is going to help.
Yep.
Like getting up and being active, even though it sucks, will help.
Well, and that's
with the mood.
I think that needs to be a point all by itself, just full stop.
Yeah.
I know it sucks and I know it hurts and it's not fun, but the more you can stay in motion, the easier it is.
Yeah.
And the warmer your muscles get, the easier it is and the less painful it becomes. So being able to build a ladder is like, how do you start your day?
Yeah. You wake up. That's step 1. That could be the bottom rung. I mean, there are days that I've just been like, I'm just going to sleep through the day. You know, when you hit max depression and full pain, you're just like, nope, not about it. Not today. But that would be a step in the ladder that you're building. And you move on to the next step, which would be getting dressed.
Yeah.
Wearing comfy clothes. Stuff that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
And then you move on to the next step. And it's going to suck for a bit.
Yep.
But then it gets better. It really does.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Well, and I kind of went through it today because I'm like, yesterday was so difficult that I really wanted today to be its own day and be different because I had an attitude this morning when I woke up. So I was just not having it.
Yeah.
I haven't slept well in a lot of days. So I'm just really tired. And yesterday I was really sick for no reason, just because.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever. But today, kind of recovering from that, like I put on makeup today because I was like, that's my extra added layer of armor.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tool. It counts.
Yeah.
As long as it makes you feel better.
Right. So put on something that makes you feel good.
I did. I put on a soft shirt.
Mm-hmm. And I like this outfit.
Nice.
So there we go. Yeah. And then what would the next step be?
Probably eating.
Yeah, that can be challenging.
I was gonna say, I usually have a problem with that step. Like, I haven't eaten today yet.
I haven't either.
I haven't been hungry for the last week. So.
What is that? Like, what?
I don't know.
And then I was sick yesterday, and I was like, I haven't eaten anything. It's been like 3 days since I had like a real meal.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I didn't eat last night at all. Like, oh,
Damn.
no, that's not true. I had like a couple bites of something and a couple fried potato skins. And then that was it.
Damn.
But I hadn't eaten all day yesterday, and then I didn't eat like the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what's going on. And then my body was like, get it out. And I was like, get what out?
It. Now. Go.
It. All of it. Get it out.
Ugh.
And so, yeah, back and front. My favorite.
It's that guy on TikTok, the nurse who like, you don't know food poisoning until you've been shitting and puking your eyes out.
Yes.
At the same time.
At the same time. Trash can.
Yeah. I've done that.
Or you don't know which it is until you just like, you're like, I'm going to gamble.
Let's 50-50 this one.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
You're going to get it right half the time.
Or none of the time. It is statistically possible that you always guess wrong. That's your curse.
Oh my God. I thought all your bacon burn was pretty bad, but man.
Yeah.
May you never know if you're going to shit yourself or throw up. That is unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
Yep. So then after that, you would move to an activity that makes you happy. Something simple.
Yeah.
Not too strenuous. And you work your way up to getting outside.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that takes. If you need to cuddle something or, you know.
Yeah. Like take your favorite blanket with you.
Mine's right there.
Yes.
I often curl up on the couch with my blankie. It's very fancy. Very zebra.
Is zebra blankie. Who bought you that really nice blanket?
I don't know. It just kind of appeared one day. And it has the hardest washing instructions, and I never know who to ask about it.
Definitely not me.
No, you wouldn't do anything nice
No,
for me.
never.
Don't be crazy.
I hate you, remember?
Yes.
God.
No, yeah, you did pick out a good blanket.
Good.
I love this thing.
I know. I have 2 of them at home. And I build myself like a nest.
Yeah.
And that is my space. And that is where I hang out when things go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No joke.
But yeah, no, the value of getting up and getting moving. Because really what you're trying to do is break the cycle.
Yeah. You don't want to get stuck in that rut.
Yep. Because the longer you're out of motion, the harder it is to get going again.
Yep.
And we know it helps us. And we got to do it. No matter how hard.
We've got to do it, guys.
Yeah. But also don't punish yourself if there is a day where, like, you and the bed are best friends.
Right.
You're allowed to do that.
That's a tough one to gauge, though.
Right.
Because no matter what, if it were me, I would always be upset about the other. That I didn't rest or that I did rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm resting, I'll be like, well, I'm being lazy and
Yeah.
a piece of shit. Or if I went out, I'd be like, I should have rested today.
Right. I'm like, I'm going to
Can't have it
rest and do all of the laundry.
Yeah.
And clean the kitchen.
That's how it goes.
And do the dishes. I didn't rest today.
I rested none.
None. Yeah. No, I know how that feels.
But that's, part of learning your own limits and
Mm-hmm.
learning to take it easy on yourself.
Right. Well, and by take it easy, like, be kind. Give yourself grace.
Respect yourself.
Respect yourself.
Or at least try to.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. If you, like, be cordial with yourself, even.
Now watch this. This is going to be a segue.
Oh, is it?
This is a segue coming up. Do you feel it? Do you feel the segue
I
coming?
feel it. I feel the segue building. I'm ready for it.
Okay. So what if something is so wrong that you can't use the ladder and you think it might be urgent?
Then it might be time to go to urgent care or the emergency room. And knowing which one is which is important.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Because I've made that mistake.
Yeah.
They don't like it when you make that mistake.
Uh-huh. So for some things, you can go to the urgent care and you'll be seen in a timely fashion, and they can take care of you right then and there to a certain extent. For other things, that's when you want to go to the ER.
My rule of thumb is a little different because I need to know what scanning they have at the facility.
Yes.
Because I need a lot of CAT scans and CT scans and MRIs. And what'll happen if I go to an urgent care, they'll check me in. I'll have to pay for the urgent care.
Yeah.
They'll send me off somewhere, and then I'm paying for the imaging at that other place.
Yeah. Well, with Kaiser, it's different because they have the
bet.
imaging at the urgent cares
Lucky.
for the most part. So sometimes they'll go and they always do imaging on my chest to make sure it's not my heart.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's your heart. No, it's not.
EKG followed by CT.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I've done that dance.
I'm like, it's never my heart. It's never ever my heart. My heart just...
Except for the one time it is your heart, and you're gonna be like, thank you for checking. Like, I'm not upset that they had to do an angio on me before. I wasn't like, you fuckers. How dare you look in my heart? There's nothing there.
It's not like, oh, how dare.
No, I know.
It's just like, this is not my heart.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
Cross my heart and hope to wait a minute.
But, yeah. I usually go to the ER.
Yeah.
Just because it's usually a heart-related issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm either blacking out and worried about my blood pressure or any number of those things.
Mm-hmm. Well, and let's see. So, for me, I use urgent care if I think imaging needs to be done, but it's not, like, dire.
Yeah.
If I need fluids, which, like, if you go to the ER for fluids, they're going to be like, you drunk motherfucker, get out of here.
Yeah. No, they're not going to treat you so nice.
Yeah. Or if, like, especially if my dysautonomia is really bad, I guess. Or if I'm, like, shaking and pain has gone yucky levels.
Yeah.
I can be convinced to go to the urgent care. But I also really just don't trust myself very much when it comes to deciding what's an emergency.
Yeah, me either.
I'm like, what is an emergency? So I always have to ask myself, like, what am I expecting out of going?
Yeah.
What can I expect? So when it was my neck and I was like, maybe we should go, Randy's like, well, what are they going to do? And I was like, well, maybe they could do, like, injections on the sides. That would be, like, goal. Imaging and injections, call it a day.
Yeah.
Which I know urgent care could take care of. But if I was, like, bleeding to death or had collapsed a lung.
Oh, yeah.
Or something in that vein. Something that was, like, could be life-threatening. Like, one time, I'm going to tell you this. Don't be mad. Ready? I didn't go to the ER for this, and I probably maybe should have.
This is already a great story.
I cracked my neck, and then I immediately blacked out.
Classic. Classic EDS.
And I probably should have gone, but I did not. Yeah.
I basically killed myself one time. I'm still here. Weird. God.
Yep. It was great.
Fun times.
Yeah. But the other part of going to, like, urgent care and all of that is trying to explain to people who maybe don't even know what EDS is about your condition and what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I usually go in if I'm having an allergic reaction to, like, the ER.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm having a bad reaction to medication,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
That is an emergency.
Yeah, that's what I consider it to be an emergency. Or, let's see. See, like, a normal person I could see going to urgent care for, like, if they dislocate their shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Or even, I could see them going to the ER.
Yes, normal people would.
Right.
Yeah.
But for us, it would just be a waste.
Right.
If you can set it yourself. Like, if you
Why
know
not?
how.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if you've had this. I've had doctors tell me to stop self-cracking. And I just looked at them like they were made out of ice cream or something. I don't know. It was a very strange experience. I was like, I can't. I cannot.
Will not, cannot.
Yeah, both. Cannot.
No, even if you tried, it would still happen.
Right. I'm like, I can't. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that. Well, it's like, well, did I tell you about the time where I dislocated my shoulder at work and then the nurse sent me to, she was going to send me to the ER.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to the ER. And she was like, okay, you have to go to the chiropractor. Because she didn't want to set it, which was fine. But she also didn't want, like, me to set it there or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when people are like, did you go to the ER for dislocation? And you're like, no. I would be at the ER all the time.
I did once.
Did you set it before you went, though?
Yes, I did.
I did, too.
I wanted to make sure I said it the right way because it didn't feel
Exactly. It was my ankle
proper.
and my thumb
It's my shoulder.
that I've done before. Where I'm not sure I've said it right.
Yeah.
I was like, something's not right here.
It doesn't feel normal.
Please take picture of insides.
Oh, man. I'm irradiated. I've had so many
I know.
images done.
My poor doctor's always like, I don't like giving you scans and things. And I was like, it's fine.
It's not going to kill you.
Cancer's out. It's fine. It's in my future anyway. I don't care at this
I
point.
bet you they love hearing that when they're trying to take care of you. They're like, yeah, fuck it. I don't care. You shouldn't care. Fuck it all.
Irradiate me, senpai.
Yes.
You're
X-ray
welcome.
Chen.
The number of times I've been asked if I'm pregnant, man. Like twice a week.
Have you ever done an MRI with contrast? Oh, you have. So
How
you know about
many?
the feeling of peeing yourself and the
Oh,
taste
yeah.
of pennies.
You want to explain that one? For those who might not know?
I mean, pretty much what I just said. They'll sometimes need to take images of you where they have a contrast to show soft tissue and like the blood veins, the vessels and smaller tissue. So they'll put you in the machine, they'll hook you up to an IV, and they'll inject a radioactive dye into you.
Pump you full of iodine.
Right. It's fantastic. It feels horrible. Because the common side effects are feeling like you peed yourself as it washes through your body. And then the taste of pennies or blood,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
And it smells bad.
Oh, God, does
Yeah.
it? Oh, I've had so many
There
of
you
those.
go. That's with contrast.
I'd rather
Great.
have an angiogram than do that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
'Cause
feel
that
the...
freaks me.
Well, I did feel it. I'm not going to say I didn't feel it, but it didn't alarm me
Ew,
when I could
no.
feel it going up my arm and into my heart.
No, thank you. I don't like anything inside
was-
of my veins.
It was really cool because I got to watch the X-ray like as it was happening live.
Cool.
I also kept me on really heavy sedatives, so I wasn't
Oh,
like
that
anti-anxiety stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just like, dudes,
helps.
let's do this.
I would have been like, "You're gonna break the vein. You're gonna break the vein. Up, you
No,
broke the vein.
I was
You're gonna
worried about
break
that.
it."
Because if they can't get it on your arm, they have to
Going
enter
through
the
your
leg.
thigh.
Yeah. So one nurse was shaving me like this giant patch, and the other ones are inserting the thing into my arm, and I'm just like, all right, guys, go for it. Have fun.
Well, at that point, they thought you were having a heart attack, right?
Yeah, they were checking because there was abnormalities on my EKG.
As per usual.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was one that they're like, to be safe, we should do this. And I was like, let's be safe.
Let's be safe.
Please.
I know. I let them do things because they take it very seriously. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, that was a waste of time and I should not have gone.
Yeah.
But then, like, what if it was
Exactly.
an important one and you needed to go?
Well, and since, with EDS, you have to worry about your aorta and
Yep.
every connective tissue. Why not be on edge and make
Right.
sure you're not dying?
And it's interesting, like, once I know what a sensation is, I
Mhm.
can log it, and then it's fine, and it doesn't hit the panic button anymore.
Yeah.
But, like, new ones are freaky.
Yeah. No, I get that all the time now.
Yeah.
I'm finding out new things for my back, especially that
Oh,
I've
really?
never felt before.
Huh. Like, just new sensations?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like whatever I did really pissed off a bunch of nerves because it wasn't
Yeah.
like I pinched one or it bulged out and hit something,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm feeling it like in different ways go down my legs, and, like it's
Oh,
a different
yeah.
sensation.
Yeah. And, like, in different places.
Yeah.
Yep. The world of pinched nerves. I told you about this morning not this morning, last night. Something is pinched, I think, either in my elbow or my shoulder. And I have, like, constant activation of my funny bone.
Oh my god.
I'm
No
like,
thanks.
It's just tingly and weird, and I don't know what's happening.
I
But
think
whatever.
I was having the disengage function on my leg while we've been talking and keep tensing it up to feel it like slowly kind of go back
Uh-huh.
because we're trying to do it quickly.
I told you that, like, the spasms progressed to the point where my feet were involved, right?
No.
Oh my god. It was really bad. This one pointed, like, all the way, and then my toes were out, so it was like a point and then flex,
Yeah.
which was super painful just for starters. It did not feel good. And then the other one was, like, twisting in. I was like, that's not good.
Again, not
That's
something you need to
new.
go to the ER for. Or urgent care even. Just deal with it at home.
But I know what it is.
No, I know.
It's not, like, deadly.
There's so many things that are not deadly though.
I know.
Like,
But that's, like, my standard for emergency now. I'm like, is it gonna kill me? No? Okay.
that's you have to get to that point. You have to trust yourself to
Yeah.
know better.
Well, and that's, like, my gauge for everything.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, Jen wanted to take me in for my back. And I was like,
oh yeah.
but there's nothing they can do.
Right.
They'll do imaging and it either bulged or pinched because it's not constant.
Right.
And then maybe they'll want to give
Yeah.
me prednisone and I can't take prednisone, so
And part of you is like, I want to know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Like what that signal means. But at the same time, you're like, is it worth it?
oh my god, all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could find out what this is.
That's me. I'm very curious. I think actually this Thursday,
This
this Thursday, I'm going in for my neck.
Ooh.
So we're doing MRI at like 8 p.m.
I just imagined that TikTok. That was gross. Thanks for that.
Which TikTok?
The one where she throws her
Oh.
head back. Oh.
Cervical instability.
No thanks.
The worst part is I can do that.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah. My body likes to do it to itself. Where it's like, here. And I'm like, no. Ow. Thanks. Stop it.
You need a collar.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, but that would hurt to go back in it.
Yeah, but it'd keep you from snapping your spinal cord in half.
Is it
You're like,
really worth
"Maybe."
it?
I think it's worth it. I don't know about you though. We're all different. Zebras are a spectrum. I need to go in and get my esophagus looked at. I'm having swallowing issues more and more constantly.
Is it like consistent now?
Almost.
Because that's
at
my
least
thing, is it
multiple times
like
a week.
happens sometimes. But it's never when they want to do imaging.
Oh god, no.
So I'm always like, whatever. We'll see if it progresses.
That's so frustrating.
Well, that's how it is for like everything. When things go horribly wrong and I'm like, I can't replicate it for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my neurologist wants video of things, but usually we're in bed and it's dark and they pass, and then or it's like you've seen where it's so minute that you can't even,
Yeah.
I don't think I could catch it on camera. So like the muscles that move and writhe, they're super deep.
Yeah. It's like ripples.
Yeah. They're like little just whoo.
Ooh. That's an official term.
Yes. So it's that,
Ooh.
or it's like contraction.
Yeah.
Hold. I'm like, stop, hold. Why? Do not do.
If no want tense, why muscle?
Why muscle? I ask myself that on the daily. Why muscle?
Why? Oh,
I would like to be an octopus. Thank
oh,
you.
I wanted to go over one more
Uh-huh.
bit of the ER situation.
Oh, yes.
The dealing with bias.
Mm.
It's like coming in with a condition that they don't believe in or they don't think you have because it's an invisible fucking disease.
Or you're too young, or
Ugh.
oh, you're on opiates. Okay.
Shit kills me. I've had to deal with it so many times.
There's so much bias to it.
I don't even know where to begin.
Well, you've experienced more than I have, for sure.
Because they like you.
No,
You're
because
just
I
a
go in
darling.
less.
Shut up. I'm trying to think of a reason that's wrong, but no, you're right.
Yeah.
I have gone many more times to many different ERs and urgent cares.
Yep.
So I know which ones that I like and which ones that I
Right.
don't like. Which is a thing you can develop if you visit enough fucking hospitals.
Right?
I don't know if that's a good thing or even a good point, but it's a thing.
We'll have to make like a website reviewing them.
Oh, don't get me started. University's going down, man. I hate that hospital.
Oh, they're terrible.
I mean, they're a learning hospital, so I figured they'd be at least interested in what I have going on.
They're jaded as fuck.
Ugh, yeah.
All the people who are interested have no power.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because the big bad teaching doctors are like, no, we know everything, and that's not important.
Yeah.
And then
Ugh.
they squash the knowledge and love for mystery in
Right out
other
of them.
doctors.
Yeah. They pick
She's-
up that attitude.
Yeah. It's very sad. They get very jaded very quickly.
Yeah. Hell, there was one time when I had my hand cut open,
Mm-hmm.
we went in and I went to urgent care. They stitched it up. Everything was good. Everyone
Yeah.
was nice. A day later, I opened it by moving my hand.
Yep.
You know, the perks of stretchy skin.
Right.
I just ripped
Where you
right
just
through 'em.
rip the stitches through them.
Had to
Yeah.
go to the ER.
Mm-hmm.
Had a nurse who helped me. And then, like a year later, I came back for something else. And the same nurse was there. And she was like,
Uh-huh.
what are you doing here again? But not in a playful way, but like in a really demeaning, like, what the fuck? Why are you here? Like,
You're
because
too
I
young.
have emergency? Why do you think I'm here? I'm in a wheelchair. What?
I'm impressed you remembered, even.
Oh my god. It was so annoying.
So weird.
It was for when I couldn't get the plastic bit out of my back.
Oh, yeah.
The like plastic suture thing
Yeah.
that was like a zipper that I had to pull out.
Yep.
My back was killing me. Yeah.
Yep.
I was in for that. Needed help getting it removed. Spent 8 hours in the ER until I finally met a doctor who was like, oh shit, I can help you with that. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the shift change happened because otherwise I was just going to lay on this bed and be horribly in pain. No one seemed to care. And I was being nice. I wasn't like
Yeah.
asking for meds or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted the thing fixed in my back.
The ER is so hit or miss because you either come on like a dead day
Yeah.
and it's fine and they'll take really good care of you because you're the only one there, or they've just had like a 6-car pile up and they're like, why are you here? Go the fuck away.
Yeah. Which, I mean, makes
We
sense.
are busy.
I get that.
Yeah.
But
But it is. It's like totally, you're rolling the dice there.
mhm. And hopefully they believe you and they don't treat you like shit.
Right. Because we know that happens as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where you go in and they, A, think that you're pill seeking, or B, that you're attention seeking.
I've been both at the same time.
That too. Yeah.
Not actually been those things. I've been treated like those things.
Right.
Fuck.
Well, and that kind of goes into like people, like we have this fear of being seen as hypochondriacs, but
Mhm.
I was watching Dr. Phil and holy
Oh,
cow,
yeah.
this woman legitimately, like, she thought she was going to die whenever she felt any sensation at all,
Right.
essentially. And for us, I'm like, we are only worried about it if it could mean that something is horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's this, like, big contrast between how we handle things versus how hypochondria or people with medical anxiety disorders handle things. And Like, first of all, we don't have like a huge fear of dying. I don't ever like,
Right.
if I don't go to the hospital, I'm going to die.
Right.
Because that was her thing, was like any sensation could mean she was dying in some way or another. Whereas for us, we're like, I don't know what that was, but it's probably okay.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So we're not hypochondriac.
I'll take it.
I know. It's hard to take.
I'll try and believe it in the future.
Right? I have a hard time. That was like when I got my EpiPens and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why do I have this? I don't need this.
Yeah.
But they were very worried about the allergy attack that just wouldn't end. It was like a solid week.
Jesus.
Of just like, we're allergic to being alive now. They were like, you've taken all of the drugs. Here's an EpiPen just in case. It's like, great.
This is your emergency.
Yeah.
The fuck button.
The fuck button.
Oh, fuck. I feel better.
Yeah.
I'm not dying suddenly.
Not suddenly. Slowly.
Yeah. Oh. We forgot to talk about the pain scale. I've seen places that are doing it better now,
Yes.
where it's they
They
let
attach
you,
like descriptors to it.
yeah.
Mhm. Like the one that I've seen that I liked or like didn't hate was like functional. Not quite as fun, like in terms of like functionality.
Yeah.
Which was nice because I'm like, I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm still functional.
Yeah.
And explaining that to people is really hard. So you're like, for you, this might mean something totally different. Which is why I hate the like standard, how much pain are you on in 1 through 10?
Yeah. I love that one because then I say like a lower number than it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'd say, compared to the spinal tap or the shoulder tap where they were grinding the needles into the bone, it's not that bad. Like that's where my limits are.
Yeah.
Like that time I had my spine cut open, that was pretty bad.
I had to explain to my PT on Monday that the nerve pain is so bad. And I was like, it is worse than shingles.
Mhm.
I have had shingles. I waited a week to get shingles diagnosed. This hurts worse than shingles.
Yeah.
It sucks. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I think they're doing better, or they're trying to make it easier to understand.
Yeah, not just the faces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making the
I hate
sweating
the faces.
sad face.
Right?
Oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, wow, look at him. He's a 9. You can tell. Because, I mean, for me, it's like, oh, shit, I feel like I'm dying.
Exactly. My resting bitch face just gets bitchier. That's what
You look more
happens. I'm
annoyed
just
than normal.
like, because I get annoyed that I have to like process auditory things.
Yeah.
Like people are talking to me and I'm irritated because I'm like, it takes active effort to figure out what the fuck you're saying to me. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, I've hit that point.
Yeah.
Where you need space.
You're like,
Need
I
it.
need you to stop trying to communicate with me because I'm not human right now. Please leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh.
hate the faces. The faces are stupid.
They are.
They're so dumb.
Which face are you? And I mean, it kind of works for kids, like Rory.
Right.
When Rory was in, he was like, I'm that face.
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult, I'm like,
Right. Well, and then they're like, what's your pain on one to blah, blah, blah. And you're like, which one? Which pain? Which,
Just imagine that as a TikTok. Which one? Pick one.
like, which pain would you like to hear about? Would you like to hear about the knee pain? Would you like to hear about the headache that I have? Would you like the wrist pain? I just dislocated my thumb just now while we were talking. Would you like to hear about how much that hurts? I've got a couple of ribs out.
Yeah.
My neck needs to be cracked. So, I mean, yeah, which one?
I have to do that for pain management. I've said it before. Like, they grill you at like what's bothering you, so
Mhm.
it's always different.
Yeah.
I'm always like, well, now it's this. Wasn't it your leg last time? Well, yeah, no, it was, but now it's
Are
more
they
my
pretty
hip.
good about like understanding why that is? They
Yeah.
don't get like sketchy about it?
No, Nicole, the nurse who I normally see is
Good.
She knows.
Because that would be what would worry me. Because I'm like, I know I've been complaining about blah, blah, blah. But now I'm complaining about blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, these are different. But it is. Every single day is, like, different stuff. Or the same stuff on different scales.
Yeah.
Like the headache I've had for 3 days. Where I'm like, oh, yeah, I have a headache.
Ow.
And then other times I'm like, dear God, this headache.
Yeah. Fuck. That was this week in general.
I know.
Moments of okay and then ugh.
Yeah, the whole week. It's been ridiculous. And then I was mad at myself because I missed work.
But you needed to take the
I
day.
know. I'm trying to be nice to myself, but then the work guilt is like, you suck.
The work guilt. You make it sound like they're guilting you, but they're not.
No. I have work guilt.
I know. It's just.
Yeah.
You don't want people to think that. They're like,
No,
oh,
they're
Karina's never
lovely.
here.
They're lovely. Exactly. Right. I don't want to be like, well, she takes off a lot of time. Wow.
She blacks out in the hallways.
Shut up.
Hey, I black out every time I stand up now, so I can't say anything.
I just keep blacking out in front of the same person.
She's
and
a
now they
curse.
think she's a curse.
That poor girl.
She's like, is it me? Like, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I would absolutely think it was me if that happened.
Right? So every time they saw you, it was just like, oh
Is that how you go down? You make it all dramatic?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
I just stop and stare up into space until I come back.
I turn
And I'm
into a
either on the
Disney
floor or not.
princess. No, usually I go, uh-oh, and then I hit the floor. And then I sit, and people are like, you okay? You all right? You okay? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm just going to sit here for a second.
Yep.
This is
The
a good
smart
place to
thing.
be.
I grab onto things at least.
It drives me crazy because people always want me to, like, sit in a chair.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, you don't understand. I can fall out of a chair.
I can do a lot of damage from a chair.
Yeah, there's still
lot.
more down from a chair. If I'm on the floor, there's a lot less down to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That feels better than being in a chair. It's safer than being in a chair.
Truth.
Yeah, that's not fun. I hate that, though. That started happening at work. I'm so irritated about it.
People are gonna talk. Word's gotten out.
I don't know.
The whole town's talking about it. Just
I'm not that important. It's fine.
well, you think we should call it?
Yes, I think so. Did we touch on everything?
We did.
Woohoo, look at us following an agenda.
Every time.
I'm just going to let that one hang in the air, though.
Oh, very
like
nice.
an adult.
That's what an adult would do.
Just miss all the opportunities for jokes.
Pretty much.
You know, adulthood. Lame.
All right. Well, then we'll see them next time.
Will we, though?
Maybe.
If you're lucky.
If you leave comments, we interact.
Yeah, true.
Feel free to comment away.
Absolutely.
We like hearing from people,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's bad.
Yeah, engage with our stuff. We want to hear from you.
Yeah. It'll give me an anxiety attack. It'll be fun. We can do it together.
Great. Teamwork.
Yay.
All right, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yes.
It's mainly forcing yourself into self-care. Build a ladder, you idiot. You eat the breakfast.
Eat
Put
the
on
breakfast.
clothes. You have a clothes?
Close.
You go outside now. Oh. It's sunny? Nice? Feel better? No? Have dinner.
You just got up and got dressed. Have dinner.
Have dinner.
It's bedtime
It's
now.
2 a.m.? Too bad.